if you read books, congratulations. You clicked on a video. You finally clicked on a video. I don't know who forced you to do it, but it might save a lot of time right now, because holy shit, man. I have to break this down. Benefits of reading, importance of reading. Yeah, Jordan Peterson, I definitely respect you. Look how many points you have. You have 444 points. Peter Peterson. It's just one person, guys. It's just one person. For some reason, it's linked to Ariana. But it's just one person, believe me. Alright, I definitely respect Jordan Peterson. I am totally subscribed to his books, obviously. Like, what else do you think I'm subscribed to? So I don't see any authority telling me to read books. First of all, alright, this guy has 1 million subs, guys. Here's what happened. He probably doesn't read books. He's just like, oh, let's test this nonsense. You know. Oh, let's earn stuff. You know. It's not even that. It's not even that, dude. I made a playlist for bullshit back in the day, but now I added the vibes. Alright? And the vibes, I realized, oh, it's just another 4 elements that I never really put together before. Ever, in a sense. Maybe Chrissy and Sabrina was like pending. But I thought it's gonna be, you know, what is it? Camila. But she doesn't have music. She's kind of trash. I mean, well, maybe her career is just starting, but like, come on, man. I don't like it. So I added Victoria instead. For a water person, yes, all of these are 4 elements, guys. Unless Ava Max decides to not be a fire element and then stabs me in the face. Because I'm ready for that. I got that from a Taylor Swift. So I can handle it. I can handle being stabbed. Anyway, so there's 4 categories, basically. The fuss, I haven't uploaded anything. Well, actually, I kind of did. I just can't put it in the playlist because it's still unorganized. But basically, it's me reviewing TikTok. That's the fuss. That's the trendy things the things that people are aware of and have been going viral enough for me to see them. It's pretty cool. It will go into this playlist as well. Because there's a lot of, like, tiny bullshit moments. Could inspire entire episodes. We have to just react and talk about it. I think that's quite interesting. It's a completely different flavor. I'm still torn by this torn thing. But, you know, I can't define it, so I guess I'm torn. I have to define my own emotional state. Which is a funny thing. I can't just leave it like torn, bullshit torn gold. It doesn't fit. But when I say I'm torn, it kind of works. So I worked very hard on this title, guys. No, just these 2 things. I worked very hard. Also worked very hard to find Sabrina's bullshit video. Because the bullshit video is not nonsense, okay? Yes, she released music video of nonsense. But like, nah, dude. Also, if you don't get the vibe of why you should not read books, then, I don't know, you're brain damaged, so stick around, watch the entire video, no problem, guys. I'll explain. I like explaining things. So, yes, it goes to bullshit category. And Victoria Justice was difficult to find and was almost replaced by Camila, and, she's gold now. So, all of these things have stories. Even, like, Ava is like a superhero in this music video. Like, the coolest person ever. Like, what? Stop it. I'm scared, man. She's watching me right now. Alright. So, yeah, those are the vibes. Like, Jesus Christ, man. A new team is born. So please support them. You don't need to support my team. But this new stuff, because they're not relevant in any way whatsoever, honestly, in comparison. Like, whatsoever. Anyways. So, welcome to another bullshit video, which, we probably gonna have another one very soon that we celebrate 30,000 points. What is like 1 month ago I celebrated 20,000? That is ridiculous, dude. Exactly 1 month ago. So now I'm growing 10,000 every single month. That is not okay, guys. But it's happening because I'm linked to Gurnex Rewind. I created another channel that you don't know about, but now you know because you see the name on the screen. It's a shitty channel. Do not subscribe to that channel or watch any videos. But unless you like candy. But nobody likes candy these days. I'm just like hoping it's gonna get ignored, but at the same time, I don't know what kind of content goes viral. At the same time, I don't know how to not put effort into videos and still get views. You know, that's a tough puzzle to solve. But anyways, this introduction is definitely necessary and is not not confusing whatsoever if you understand what I mean. But obviously I need an introduction to begin with if I make any changes. But here you go, guys. Books are bullshit. I'm not even asking questions anymore. I used to, you know. Is it bullshit? Yeah. I stopped doing that. So, have you noticed how many books I've been using in this video? Oh, okay, didn't notice that one. Okay, have you noticed a book reference in my influence tracker? Have you noticed that one? No? Oh, you don't know? Well, okay. Rocks, boys. So I have oh shit. Now I'm confused. I have 450 things on my influence list. How many of those things are books? I'll let you guess. All right. How many they're books? If it's a yeah, 0, guys. I'm sorry. It doesn't exist. I don't even know what books are, honestly. But I had a pleasure of reading books. So what we're gonna do is try and remember books. All right. Well, I read some books when I have been in a hospital. I might even be able to pull out a book, and we're gonna calculate. All right. Thanks, Chrissy. Kind of inspired this video. She made like a TikTok book talk or whatever, and pissed me off because I thought she's smarter than that. But shut the fuck up, Chrissy. You're not gonna read books after this one. So books, boys. All the books have to do right now is like get 100 points to convince me that they exist. You know, they existed in my life. Even after I read like 20 books, you know, they still exist in my life. Let's see how many points we can get. I have a notebook where I noted all the books that I wrote. should be quite simple to find. I actually forgot what it is. Because, books are very easy to organize. And there's negative points. Alright? We get negative points too. Because it's very easy to organize. And every single minute I waste searching for this thing. Because I'm flipping through a book right now that I wrote in a hospital. I wrote myself a book. Isn't that crazy? But that doesn't fucking count. Because it's my shit. And I was forced to do it. Alright. I didn't have anything better to do. In fact, I didn't really write a book. I just needed to make a bunch of cards. Alright, guys. A bunch of cards. So every single minute, we're just like, okay, still searching. I hope you hear the flipping sound. I might even, miss it or something. That would be weird. Still searching, Isn't it awesome when you just forget references sometimes? You read something and you just forget about it and you're just like, oh, where is it? So I'm just gonna, search for 10 hours where that thing was. Where the rat is. In fact, we already lost a minute. Oh, shit. We just need 100 points, guys. We just need 100 points and I will be convinced books are actually amazing. And not terrible whatsoever. Still flipping. I don't know where that list is. But I'm sure I'm gonna find it soon because I really cared about it, It was one of those last things I did. I probably should, flip it backwards. Maybe that will help. I don't know why I changed my mind so quickly. Alright, flip it backwards. That's gonna work. Got some demon names. Here we go. I should have flipped it backwards. I'm such an idiot. Here we go. So I have a list of 20-ish books. Now let's try and remember what the hell did I just read. Alright. There's a philosophy book. I definitely read a philosophy book. That's it, guys. I read a philosophy book. I remember how it looked like, how the pages felt, that it was about philosophers throughout the ages. It was about that. And I can't remember anything else. Nothing else, guys. Not a single thing. Maybe I'm not trying hard enough, guys. Some kind of feminism thing, because it pissed me off. No, it didn't. No, there were some women philosophers. Can you believe that? I can, because they sucked ass. They were not that interesting. But nobody was. One thing I do remember is if you lose everything or you can't trust anything, you can still trust that you exist. Wow. What a philosophy, guys. We should, applaud for that as well. You exist, guys. You fucking exist for some reason. That's that one thing you're certain for. It's absolutely amazing. But do books exist, however? Is the question. I don't care about the time right now because I wasn't searching and wasting your time. But people who read books waste their time like crazy. They don't even realize that shit. Holy crap. Alright. So philosophy and nothing more comes up to me. There's, different timelines. Just like humanity had different timelines, so, different philosophies come out. But I really don't care. I just kind of don't care. And it's like philosophy, dude. I should care. but I don't. So that's interesting. So there's now Rules of Life. It says it's not a philosophy book. It's more of a you need to drink a lot of water. You need to follow this and that rule and blah blah blah. Basically like life hacks or something. This is what you shouldn't eat. It's like, come on, I can just watch a bunch of TikToks of people telling me that shit. It breaks down to like a bunch of vitamins and elements and what every single vitamin means. Like, holy shit, now we're getting scientific, boys. Holy, I love that part. Jesus Christ. Just force me to eat carrots or something. Just tell me a story of how amazing carrots are. When you cut them in half, they become fucking super carrots or something. It's very easy to cut a carrot in half, and then if it becomes a super carrot, I might put it in my mouth. That's it, dude. That's the only fucking way to do it. But that would be one page and wouldn't sell a fucking book, wouldn't it? You know? So another sin of books is that most of the books are not meant to be big. But, you know, the way you structure a book is kind of like structuring a video. You give a list of, you know, tweets, you know, short candy things that I do right here, collect candies. Just thoughts, right? All right. So, isn't that amazing, right? Do people even know how to write books? What kind of books should you read? You know, should you read fantasy books? I can't read that shit. I tried. It was fine, I guess. But it just doesn't feel like that's what I want to read. A bunch of fantasy stuff. But I read that. In fact, the next thing... Well, a few books are in that category, because you can't dodge that. You gotta read something when you're completely isolated from the internet. But that's the only way I was forced to read stuff. Alright? No one's gonna force me to read stuff. Nobody is going to force me to eat BS, boys. So I know what BS is, what bullshit is, because I'm a lazy asshole, and I do what's easy. Alright? I don't force anything, and I cannot be forced. So if you're still wondering, how does this guy know anything? I do not. Know why you asked this question. Maybe you didn't read enough books. Alright? You should read more books about Gur next, you know. Maybe you'll learn a lot about me. That would be nice. Like, this is the most pathetic thing, but it still floats around, and it's probably more of a women thing and not men thing, obviously. I say obviously, but like, it's weird. What's also very obvious is that if you look at this only man, because we like creating things and we like expressing our opinions, but secretly I think women read a lot more. I would hope at least, because you know you have at least magazines. It's still kind of a book reading, but women don't read books in that case. Magazines are actually quite an exception, so magazines do feel like an exception. Obviously, if you're very desperate, if you're traveling, if you don't have internet connection, what do? yes, sometimes reading books can be a solution to boredom. But just not physical copies. Like, still, they're like, we burn books, guys. Just burn them. Own a Kindle or whatever book reading device you can get. Or just use your phone properly. And capture some websites or stuff that you like. Or just store some videos that you like. Store some podcasts. Store my entire playlist of bullshit in your phone. I don't have an audio version, unfortunately, but you can always download the goddamn audio version using some stupid-ass software. It shouldn't be that hard to figure out. So, there's plenty of solutions. Yes, no. You also need to write your own stuff while reading a book, right? You have to extract interest and knowledge. So, Beatridge boys. Do we still have something about rules of life? I'm confused. You talked about so many foods and I just don't care about none of that shit. I stopped reading and I look back and, oh, oops, I don't give a fuck. Alright, moving on. So there was this gay story, basically, between Beatrice and Monica. And because it had Monica in it, I do remember her name. That's kind of interesting. I don't remember anything else, though. They had a relationship. She was, like, traveling and stuff. And, sold a bunch of drugs and almost got caught by police. She was, like, hooked into this drug dealing stuff. I don't remember the ending. I don't really care. It's fantastic. An absolutely amazing book, guys. So far, it's the best book that I remember the most, because, at least I remember things that happened, because who can forget drug dealing in a book? That's a very extraordinary thing. So, you pick that up. Oh, it's dealing drugs, okay. Yeah. There was, like, medication as well. Someone's mom had plenty of medication. They were just selling it. I don't know what they did with the money in particular either. It's just, nothing. Like, Monica seemed to have had a boyfriend at the same time or some kind of dude. No, it was like a team of, like, 3 people. It was Monica and the dude. Who kind of was... Well, also Beatrice was, like, almost attacked, or she attacked someone. I think she attacked someone and then she got, chased or looked after for. Yeah. When it comes to fantasy, it's way better. Because you can at least remember what it was. Oh, wait. The question is, do I give a fuck? Alright, because the problem with fantasy stuff is that now you have to break it down into points. Or it has to be attached to real world examples. None of that shit works to me. All I can remember is don't do drugs, dude. That's your real life example. So, fantasy books are really hard to associate with despite being memorable. Yes, you might attach to it for weird reasons, and that's cool. Congratulations. Still very weird that you did that, because I can't do it. You have to make a video about that, and I'll definitely watch it. No, I'll definitely read about it. In the comments. That's what I read. I don't read books, guys. Magic and magicians. Yeah, it's more of a exposing magicians for how ridiculous they are. No, it's just exposing like nonsense. I think it was like just 3 cases, like pretending that there's like holy water of some kind that heals people, and then there's a story about Rasputin, I believe, a very known man, and I don't know what the third one was, so I'll just forget about the book immediately. It was like a tiny book, still pretty average, despite being tiny. Rejoice for Soul. I don't remember that one. I just don't. I'm sorry, guys. It's such a heartbreak, I know. Da Vinci Code. Yes, I've read. It's quite, you know, quite a fantasy book with plenty of pages. But it was like a small book, so I don't imagine. Well, it probably was the thickest book I've read. But at the same time, it was pretty small. So it didn't took me that long. So someone has been trying to steal a painting or something. They were chased. Someone flipped on them and turned out to be a bad guy on the main team, basically. There was like the dude and the girl whose fathers died. He was like the owner, maybe? I don't know. Who cares, man? There's a fucking movie about this. Guys, there's the Da Vinci Code movie. Why am I talking about a book? Oh, the book was better, guys. The book was better. The book was better. So, the problem with this statement is that, yes, it was. It also took, what? 50 times more time to complete. Just 50 times, no problem. You could have just watched the movie 50 times and actually figure out that the movie was better if you spend the same amount of time as reading a book. Don't be fucking an idiot. Or just research about the movie and learn everything about it. That's pretty interesting to do, right? Oh, I read the book was better. Also, the book was better because you read it first. Most of the time, that's what happens. You read it fucking first. So the movie's not so exciting anymore. Now just looking for the book things in the movie. So, stop saying that. Alright? I'll say PewDiePie if you don't say that. Stop. I'll shoot you, you will die, and then we pie. It's a scary name, guys. I'm sorry. I meant to remove a point. It's a scary name, and I wish there was a book about it called a YouTube video. What is PewDiePie? Next. So we already discussed 6 books. I hope you are excited, as I am. Obviously, I took just a bunch of random books. I didn't have a choice. Alright? But neither do you. If you're stupid, neither do you. Alright? Especially if you read books, you think you have a choice, but you're too stupid to understand that reading books is stupid, so you read stupid books too. You can imagine. Alright. I'm not saying that you will stop reading books, you start watching YouTube videos, and all of a sudden, all of the YouTube videos that you watch are going to be smart. They're going to be influential. You're going to remember them a little bit better. And most of the time, you don't want to remember nothing but to like connect with people, connect with trends, stuff that actually matters. And most book writers are dead, or they're just total fucking idiots. You know, why would you write a book in this day and age? There's no reason to. All right, you want to express yourself, you can do it immediately. It's amazing what you can do these days. It's unbelievable, guys. We're gonna watch videos and take a piss on all of these losers, man. Benefits. I'm sure they're gonna reach 100 points, even if I can't remember 100 points after reading 20 books. It's like, watching 100 movies or something. No, the amount of time that I spent reading, it's just so ridiculous, dude. And it's like, oh, but your fantasy is working, your brain is working a little bit harder. Dude, like, get a life, man. So I go to a coal mine, I work a little harder, now I'm a better person? Get a fucking life, dude. To the coal mine, everyone. To the coal. If hard work for fantasy is so important, let's go to coal mine. I'm so excited about this. First, I need to read a book about coal mines. Alright. Alright. Mary Magdalene. So, Da Vinci Code, actually, yeah. I forgot about that part, which is quite an important ending of the story. Fantastic, right? So there's a discover... Yeah. They discover, like, oh, it's crazy stuff with the Jesus Christ, and he might have had a wife or something, and then might actually have children. Wow, Jesus Christ had children. What a loser. Wasted his time. What a fucking idiot. He's not that magical after all. If you had a wife. Jesus Christ. That's who we're talking about right now. Hi, Jesus Christ. So, this was like the extension of the book talking about Mary, who Christ has married for some reason, and how she was like interacting with the Christ or stuff like that. She was interacting with his feet, because obviously she had foot fetish for Jesus. Who wouldn't have, That's the way you do it. And I don't remember much else, to be honest. They like interacted, I don't know. They talked to each other. Very interesting relationship. Alright, so I don't know how this is called, so I have to translate, which is fantastic, because you sometimes have to translate things. Monastery, holy shit. The more you learn. I'm so impressed, I'll give 2 points for that. The more you learn. So, it was just like a harsh environment in the monastery. Kind of grow back. There's a lot of people who like contributed their own stories of monastery. Most of the time, they just like try to get out after getting in, or being forced to get in or something, or they just didn't have money. But it's a lot of tough practices. I just don't remember none of them because I don't care. Why the fuck are we talking about monastery, dude? Burn it down. Alright, so, everyone knows, George Orwell and the Animal Farm. Everyone talks about that thing. The Animal Farm. So, it's where the pigs take over and control all the animals. And then the one pig runs away and becomes like a big threat. They build a powerful farm. They kind of rival humans. It's quite an interesting, it's a fantasy story, but it's trying to be like smart, and it stands out not only because it's popular, but it became popular because it stands out, obviously. But yeah, like the pig had dogs to protect themselves. They were fighting against humans a bunch of times. Like the humans tried to take over back their farm. I think the animals took over or something. But eventually, like the ending, like they just kind of become friends with humans or something. I don't know, man. At some point, I realized just like, oh, it's a pretty short story that's kind of weird, you know. But the cool part is like, yeah, we have to respect animals in case they try to become humans. That's always gonna happen. We're still waiting 2,000 years, but at least recorded 2,000 years. All right, a mask and martyrs. Man, I don't know, man. I don't remember this book whatsoever, and that's scary, guys. There's a second book that I don't really remember, because I translated into a nonsense name. I probably, if I kept the original name, because I had to translate from Lithuanian to this nonsense that we call English, and no, I can't. So there's Book of Joy, the Dalai Lama book. Alright? I got a little bit of criticism for that from my, let's call it cellmate. Alright? A very cool guy, but he's like, oh, these like motivational books or self-help books are kind of trash, or how to get joy is kind of trash. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I'm just reading books. I have nothing better to do, dude. So, I got criticism, but that's fine. More points for the books. Very influential books they are. You get criticism for free. Anyways, so what did Dalai Lama do? Well, he made a bunch of jokes. Very, very funny guy. He met like some other spiritual dude. Maybe he was like running a church or something. I don't care, man. And they were just having fun with each other, dude, and like, answering a bunch of questions that supposed to matter, I should have taken notes. Why didn't I do that? But I guess I didn't care that much. But I read the entire book. Again, I read all of these books in their entirety. Why would I be an asshole? It takes me a long time to read a book for some reason. Everyone is bragging like, oh, I can read 20 pages in a day or some bullshit like that. Or like 50. or 20 pages in an hour. I don't know, some fucking astronomical numbers, and I'm like, dude, how? What is wrong with you, dude? I guess you're much cooler because you wasted way less time. But now you have to actually, try and remember the book just as much. I actually put in the time, okay? So I didn't cheat. I didn't read faster than I can actually read. I actually tried, which is a very interesting thing, right? No, it's still a genuine mystery for me. How do people read so fast? What is wrong with them? Because I don't think it's a good thing that they read fast. Because it doesn't make sense. If something doesn't make sense, like, I don't like it. I just simply don't like it. So, we're still working hard, guys. We're halfway there, technically. So, I don't know, dude. There was a third dude, obviously, recording the whole conversation between Dalai Lama. And, again, maybe he was prepared to ask questions. I would imagine it was like a cool interview. Very emotional. They had to separate themselves. Oh, wow. I don't remember anything, dude. I know. It's like, the main point of the book was like, oh, if you sacrifice yourself for other people, you'll be a lot happier. And, come on, man. Get a life, dude. Be kind. Yay. Whoa. What a trip. How to survive in Maria's land. Damn, I don't remember that one either. Jesus Christ. It sounds familiar. I mean, it has to. But I don't remember. Oh, now I do. Okay. Finally. Finally, I do remember this one because it talks about a lot of Lithuanian things, actually. Without the description of the book, just by the name alone, I can't tell what the fuck is going on. I just can't. It would be a nice video if I, compared this whole thing to videos and how I remember videos. Like liked videos or something. Can I remember them from the title and thumbnail? But I get a thumbnail to work with on top of that. I just get a title, man. So technically it would be cheating. So I cannot do this fairly, unfortunately. Unless I somehow disable, like, images or some bullshit like that. I don't know. I don't want to do none of this shit. Alright. Yeah, it talked about some trendy things in Lithuania, but, like, who cares, man? No, man, come on. Come on. Like, driving a car? It was about driving a car a little bit. Like, maybe getting in trouble with police or something like that. There's some basic things that could happen to you in your life. Talking about weather. Wow. A little bit of politics. Oh, yeah. The coolest part were the jokes. There were a bunch of jokes in the middle. I definitely remember some of them, right? I remember the spoon feeding joke where it's like the spoons are so long that you have to actually feed another person. But in hell, they don't know how to use these long spoons, so they're just kind of screwed and hungry. It's kind of cool, right? Idea. Once you know, you have the same tools, but if you know, you live in heaven. But if you don't know, you live in hell and you're trying to feed yourself and it's not working because your spoon is too long and you don't have any friends. Yeah, to feed each other. It's so cool, right? That's a cool little meme, but I don't think I remember many more of those. We're actually reaching 100. That would be fantastic. I'm sure these people are gonna help with the reasons and everything. You know, they're not gonna be like bullshit, insta deflect reasons. I also read an extra book that the school gave to me. All right, the school gave to me as a reward. So obviously they knew that I read books, and they gave me to read more books. And I read one. It was Sophia's World or something. Pretty well-known book, by the way. Yeah, it's a Sophia's World. God damn it. So, she contacts a philosopher somehow, and keeps getting messages, or meets him, or something like that. Eventually, they team up to start time traveling or some bullshit like that. I don't know, man. I definitely care about philosophy. It's very interesting. And it's like, yeah, it should be interesting, but you have to, like, put it in a context of some kind. Otherwise, I will not remember anything. It has to be memorable, you know? Or an emotional roller coaster. So I also looked into the record book. Something that actually has pictures and is actually quite memorable. So it's probably gonna have the most points. The record book has the most points. However, it feels like cheating because it has so many pictures on it. And, that's the whole fucking difference. It makes a whole difference if there's pictures in it. I'll give you guys even more food for thought. Alright. Even PewDiePie agrees with me. Look at his book. Alright. Don't look at him reading books. Look at what book he has created. Alright. He did not create a book. He titled it The Book That Loves You, but it's not really a book. It's just a bunch of memes. Alright? Not a book, guys. Look it up. You can see it online, pretty much. I found it a long time ago. It's pretty, triggerable. You can trigger some spider senses. It's not, like condensed philosophy, but that's what memes are supposed. Like that was really sweet. Why is it a book though? To sell to you, fucking idiots. To sell to you. That's what he created. That was his passion. Everyone is like, "Oh, YouTuber books are garbage and whatever." Because they are. Why is there not a single viral YouTuber book? Even PewDiePie's book didn't get viral. Alright? Just because he's promoting it, it doesn't mean it went viral. Because it's not a book. People don't want to promote something that is not a book. Alright? I would hear about it from somewhere, somehow. Not just from PewDiePie himself. So that's something to think about either. Very interesting. I kind of almost like stopped giving stars because I know something is bullshit. I don't even know how bullshit it is. It doesn't even matter. The whole idea now is just to tell a crazy ass story. If there's like a crown argument, that's cool. But you know, I'll iterate and iterate until we settle down on some kind of idea here. And stars are for some reason going away. Because I used to collect stars to see how many anti-arguments I'm gonna get. And again, most people don't know. I call arguments are for bullshit, or for whatever statement I happen to have. It could be gold, it could be it could be either gold or bullshit. I don't really have anything else. So I have my arguments, and then there are anti-arguments to give. I should bring it up, man. Anti-arguments. Do I still have it? No? I didn't explain it in written form. I'm so screwed, guys. I hope it works, right? So, a counter-argument, because it's a counter, it counters the argument. Alright, that's why I don't use counter-argument instead of anti-argument. A counter-argument just simply removes the argument, while the anti-argument is the opposing argument for the opposite thing, with saying that books are not bullshit in this case. The anti-argument. So, I had to invent all these things. I had to work really hard to figure this shit out, and I will keep working very hard. So, please send me dollars for these invisible books that you just bought. And you're very much enjoying. Alright, the ride. So let's keep going. The record book. Alright, so what can I remember from the record book? However, I will only give half of the points, because these things have pictures. It was talking about like lake sizes and stuff. Like animals. Like the fattest person. I think it was like around 270 kilos at the time. The strongest person, how much they can lift. A person who was like running a long time, but what stuck to me was like the dude. What? I have to cut it in half. I forgot. So there was the dude that was doing like push-ups or something with one arm too. Pretty crazy. Well, we're gonna remember like 27, 57, right? Or we just picks boys. Because we need to cut it in half by all means, because it's cheating. It's not a book, guys, if it has so many pictures to represent something. A book is a book, boys. It's very well defined. A bunch of words that's supposed to mean something. I can't even imagine, dude, reading a book. Like, read someone else's blog posts or something. Someone who is actually alive, dude. Not someone's book. The book doesn't care about you. You need to attach to actual living people. Reading their stupid Instagram captions. Anything, dude. The funniest thing, I'll tell you that much. You probably don't even care about your classmates or friends' social media stuff. Instead, you decide to fucking, I'm just gonna sit here in the corner and read a booker about something, I will forget about that thing, but, I need to read a booker. Okay. I have so many people that I don't know very well, and I could try and figure out what personalities they like, what interests they have, where they spend time on, what movies they watch, why do they care about things they care about. Explore for hours and hours, and nope, read a booker is what I chose instead of a dead person. That would be, extra spicy. Okay, so let's continue with the record book. There was also the big foods. Big baked foods sometimes. Like a Lego pyramid or something. Some bullshit like that. Highest height of a kite or something. Reached by a kite. It has to be something that I care about as well. Can't just be random shit. I kind of drained the well. I'm pretty sad. Yeah, there was like 7 births in one pregnancy or something. Max. Normally it's like 4 when it comes to record-breaking thing. And it's like there were like different babies too. Even though they're born in the same time, you would think they would look the same. But that's how I remember it. I didn't really see a tallest guy in the pictures. I don't know, man. What else, dude? That kind of sucks, man. Just skip. If something pops back up again, it's fine. It never does, though. When I move on, dude. Vaccines from stress. Don't worry, it has nothing to do with pandemic. It's a book, guys. There's no way a book can actually, and do that thingy. I thought it was like, it felt like a really, really good book. And I still don't remember anything about it. Alright, this was 1 year ago or 1 year and a half to pinpoint, right? But I probably started reading books in the end of 2021, and that's all I was doing. And I'm telling you guys, yes, I was forced. It's all good. But did I like it in the end? Do I have any value in the end from books? Do I feel good about it? Will I kill myself tomorrow because I read so many books? There's a lot of questions to ask. And I do not like the answers. I have to destroy bad vibes and The books will not kill me, guys. I will stay strong. Alright. Vaccines from stress. So I don't remember anything about it. I felt like it was a cool book, but I don't remember anything. Alright, we're moving on, I guess. That sucks. I need a vaccine from stress. That would be nice. 16 healing stories. Oh, very nice. So I do remember how it all played out. Like these were just like stranger stories about stuff, about their lives and struggles or whatever. But do I give a fuck? You know? Especially if you don't focus on just one person. You just made a bunch of people appear in the book and now they're all strangers to me. And I didn't attach to either one of them. Or made this mental image of what it is and what kind of stuff it went through. I believe the author was trying to be a person of its own, but like, fuck that shit. I literally don't remember a single story. They were supposed to be emotional and interesting and deep and weird. But because there's so many of them, now none of them stand out and make any sense. 10 commitments. I remember how the book looks like. And the name, which is pretty hard. Do I remember commitments? I even like played with my fingers because we have 10 fingers. So I'm like, oh, I will remember all of these commitments. And I definitely don't. Alright. I even played with them. But you have to keep reiterating. Keep working on it. Your memory keeps screwing you up, basically. It's like a bunch of sand falling on top of your head. If you just keep things the way they are, they're gonna be buried under sand. It's gonna be really hard to dig them back up again. Alright? So everything you leave behind is gonna be destroyed by the memory sand. It's pretty tough stuff, man. You know, if you just consume a bunch of random shit, including on YouTube, I'm not making an exception here. The memory sand. Actually, we're not gonna do memory sand here. It's a cupcake. It's a definition. Sand. Over time, everything you did is getting buried. Unless you hold it close. It's usually used as a test for love and connection or something. You know, to see if a person remembers special moments or whatever. Or what they remember, what they care about. Or is it all buried under sand? Usually if you're a big liar or you dive into other people's lives and you care about them, you're not going to care about people who are close to you. But it doesn't mean that the people who are close to you aren't fucking boring. And sometimes you can just describe the whole situation in just a few sentences and feel quite satisfied and feel like, oh, I've been together for so many years. We definitely love each other. But that's all we know about each other. It's not a... The way you have to handle this memories and to test things is a topic of its own. So we're not going to talk about it. Alright, so 10 commitments, dude. I know it's about, like, doing certain things. But what? Because, you know, commitments. But what's the point? If I cannot remember. I don't know, dude. It's quite... I don't know. I don't think I even wrote it down. I kind of had to do something. But, no, dude. I can remember, like, more words in the songs or something. Than stuff that I read in books. I can remember the artist and the title of the song. And I can name more of that than things I know about in books. And I can probably name that in pretty quickly too. But I need to prepare myself. Or maybe once the ball gets rolling, I just like get there. But I don't want to do it, okay, guys? Like, I've listened to so many songs, I've seen so many titles. I definitely collected the memory, boys. But testing is a little bit awkward. If there's no point in doing that, I would love burning books right now. So, burn. I'll give you a sneak peek. So, Ari has 7 rings, obviously, thank you, next. And one last time, Santa Baby. These are quite recent ones. So, okay. If the 4 girls don't matter, what else do we have? And I can't pick the references that I've made recently. Then it becomes hard because of the memories, and that's why I don't want to do this challenge. Alright, yes, it would dig up a lot of things, but like, it's hard work, man. Right now I just want to focus on these book things. So literally don't remember a single commitment, or even how they are written, because they have a special rule, but I don't remember much. I just remember, again, playing with my fingers and trying to remember all of them, and that was fun, because it didn't work. And, but it created this memory sand thing, so I guess I'm very thankful for being such garbage. But, yeah. Books are for burning, dude. Are for burning. For telling bullshit. Or what is bullshit? I can't wait to get triggered. Welcome to hour 2, by the way. We're almost there, like 4 more books. Art to Win. No, maybe this was actually the best book. Let me check. The power is within you. Then they start kind of like mixing themselves up. If things are not attached to people, they'll start just mixing up, like which book is which. It's kind of weird, man. Why Elephants Can't Jump was like a weird scientific-ish book that tries to explain all the weird questions people might have. It's just a collection of questions. Anything in particular that I gave a fuck about? Yeah, I guess The why elephants can't jump was a question in there. There was also a question like, why do certain things feel like they are going uphill, but like they're actually downhill? Some kind of illusion like that. Like there's like uphill running water. Like this optical illusion of some kind. It's so fucking awkward, man. Anything else, though? It's all about your effort, dude. Whatever you build is a lot more memorable, too, I would imagine. If you write a book. But even then, it's hard. But, it's a good, teaser for, like, how you can try. Because one of the cool things, you can look up Scott Pilgrim. When I made the most recent reference to Scott Pilgrim, if you can find it, if it's not in a title, it's in a thumbnail. When they were battling for top 100 spot, and Scott Pilgrim was able to get it, I made at least like 50 references to the movie. 50. Easily. Maybe even 100. I don't remember how many. 50 seems fair. A movie, dude. I'm talking about here 20 books. 20 books that take like 2,000 movies. Technically it's cheating, so let's cut it in like 10. 200 movies. Alright. Yes, it takes longer to make movies, but god damn it. There's so many of them right now. Just learn how to squeeze lemons, dude. Jesus Christ. Instead of reading recipes that you will never use anyways. Just start squeezing them lemons, dude. It's so much more enjoyable. You might just craft your own recipe out of nowhere. Or you realize that you don't fucking need a recipe to begin with. We're probably gonna even talk about why food making is bullshit or something. Why cooking is bullshit. Because, I'm not here to fucking sit here and waste time on cooking. Or especially now with automation, fixing that thing as well. A lot of things are now in the past. They're bullshit. Stay away from that, alright? The rotten things. Don't eat them. Don't touch them. You'll get diseases. It's that simple, dude. An art to win. So there's a bunch of stories, basically. Seemingly very cool, like a kid decides to do something and it turns into a business or something. But none of them sticks, man. I even read a book like that twice. I'm still confused, like which one is which. But because it says wisdom stories, that means like it has to be this one, right? The power is within you. So I don't know which one is which, because one of them I don't remember whatsoever. The soul arithmetic. Come on, man. Get a fucking life. I can't reach the fucking 100, dude. I'm trying so hard. It's so fucking painful, dude. I can probably name 100 Mr. Beast videos. It's fucking ridiculous. That would be interesting, right? I just don't want to do it. But I probably would get paid for doing that, so we have to name Mr. Beast things. First of all, he did the rock, paper, scissors with rock. Yes, TikTok also counts. He made a bunch of interviews that I can't talk about. one with Graham. That's a cool dude. He shows up in Mr. Who's the Boss video to show off his love for iPhones for some reason. He shows off his spend 100 days in the circle. Very cool video. He also spent a couple of days, I don't know how long, in like a very cold place, underground, in an island. Alright. He did the Mr. Beast burger thing. There was a special video about it, technically. I'll just try and name like 25. He did a go back to school video. This was very memorable for me. Keep a hand on Lamborghini. A bunch of times almost. Like a keep a hand on a car, keep a hand on a jet. Very recent one. There was a Ludwig video where they were survivors technically of a plane crash or something. Obviously, Mr. Beast played chess and poker. I'll give 1 point for that, because it's just a weird reference. What else? What else do we have? Some videos are not that interesting because, like, they don't really have a title. You know, everyone knows that he was, like, counting to 100,000. But that's a video that actually has a title. But sometimes him just randomly giving away money to, like, Twitch streamers. Just random people doing challenges like that. He also promoted PewDiePie. Maybe more than once. Okay. I mean, has plenty of channels for you guys to explore. Gaming and React channel, for the most part, they're pretty big. Is there another channel I'm missing? There's Mr. Bro as well. He gets featured in one of his videos, and that kind of kickstarts his career. I think he gets revealed, basically. There was some kind of a... Yeah, there were a bunch of, like, prank things going on as well. Like, Chandler's house, like, completely wiped out of furniture and replaced with new furniture. Or his dad's house. I don't know, man. I don't know who lives there. I don't care. It was about his dad, basically. His dad was, like, doing a challenge. There's a bunch of challenge videos, obviously. Like, staying in the pool of money or something. How long can you stay in the pool of money? And Chandler's sister, I think, was in that pool. He had a fucking sister? I don't get it, man. There was a revolving door challenge. Obviously, there's a $1 million challenge, a Squid Game challenge. Villavanka's Factory. Gornext quits Mr. Beast channel challenge and stops watching his videos. I can find 25 things easily. Now, the next 25 things I have to dig deeper because of sands of time. But, like, you get the idea. This is just one person, dude. Just one dude. That technically has maybe 20 movies worth of content. For me to read a book, it takes 3 weeks at least. I think I do read 20 pages in one day. Around that. Maybe 25 if I stretch a little harder. But 20, like, decent pages I can't force myself anything more than that. Maybe I can read like 6 hours a day or something like that. It gets ridiculously annoying eventually. I get brain damage. Interesting. Alright. One person. It probably would take me 7 days to review all of Mr. Beast's work. I would spend 10 hours. Alright, so let's see how many pages that is. A book is normally like 250 pages, I believe. So let's see how many books Mr. Beast has, or some bullshit like that I'm calculating right now. So, again, I'm feeling I can complete all of his catalog in 7 days. It would take a lot of work, but I can do it. 7 days, 10 hours each, divide by 6 hours. We get 11 days of reading, but honestly, that's not what I'm looking for. Well, kind of. And then we multiply by 20 because 20 pages, and we barely read one book. Or we could get to know with Mr. Beast and earn invisible amount of money. You know, because he runs social experiments on giving and receiving money. Like, you need to know how to handle this stuff, what happens, how people react, how to squeeze more out of Mr. Beast, how to become a crazy person that needs more money or gets featured in future videos because they're so fucking crazy. Like, you need to know these psychological tricks and things. But books? Oh, books! The book's gonna save your fucking ass, dude. Book's gonna teach you how to do porn. Because that's the only thing that's left for you to do in that case. If you want to stay relevant on social media. It's time to do them porns. Once you tip your toes, it will suck you in, right in there. Because it feels so good to earn money. Yeah, in the inflation times. Because there's plenty of thirsty dudes ready for you to start your career. For them to attach to you. Thirsty dudes with lots of cashews. I'm sure, guys. They don't give a fuck about you, but they do care about your porn career. So, have you... happily accepted that books are definitely bullshit? I hope. Because now we're gonna talk to people who didn't. Who think it's still fine, guys. Still fine. But these are people from, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, and 1 second ago. These are idiots, alright? The not idiots live 3 years from now and know what Gurnext is. Alright? So we're still gonna be waiting. But until that happens, let's jump in. Every time they say something stupid, I take away 1 point. I don't know why I removed the clock. Or counter, rather. Why do I see clock, dude? I mix things up. We make mistakes. But it's, instead of reading books, instead of being a consumer, sometimes you have to pinch yourself and ask, what can I do? If you like books so much, you have to write them too while reading them. There's no escape. While you watch videos, you have to make videos. While watching videos, there is no escape. You have to do what you love to consume. It has to go through your digestive system in a way. And once your digestive system is good enough, you can start eating books and making videos about them. That would be pretty crazy, actually. I'm almost sure you'll remember Kyle XY, the popular TV series. Thanks. Thanks for reminding me. I definitely know what that TV series is. Airwaves?
Series that took to the airwaves in the year 2000.
Oh, airwave. You don't even care which place it took air. Interesting ideas. Just say that you liked a movie, and we're gonna move on with that. I don't need bullshit. Not in this case, because it's just gonna burn the books. We're just gonna get rid of books automatically with all these bullshit introductions. This was his introduction, dude. So the first statement, let's amplify it 3 times. Introduction will continue until we hit 1 minute mark. All right, my watch time went up to 4 minutes, but you can imagine nobody cares that much. My average watch time used to be 2 minutes. It's just one dude started watching a bunch of videos. So I sucked in someone in a black hole, which is a win-win, guys. But most importantly, it's 2 minutes watch time. So we cut it in half. The introduction is 1 minute. All right. Most people introduce themselves and don't watch it. So it's somewhere in the middle, right? That's why I choose a minute. The first minute amplified 3 times. If there's good arguments, however, the first minute, they get nothing. They get 5 points. I don't want to amplify it because it's already 3 points, dude. I'll give 5 points. But if there's a bad introduction, if you're shitting around with your introduction and you're cutting off people from the topic, you'll get extra punishment, unfortunately. That makes sense. Extra, No, I'll just watch the entire video, dude. I don't care. That's why I can't give you guys extra points. We're already on the edge of them winning anyway, so I don't think they need a boost in case they do make good arguments. Alright, I explained myself, let's continue. So there was just that simple reference to like flipping the book and memorizing everything automatically, which is a superpower we kind of have, but I don't understand it very well. You should try it, see if it works. Just flipping through a book and see if you can remember anything. But you already need to know how to pick that information up. It's not that easy. Alright? You yourself might not be able to remember it, but when you're being asked like specific questions, maybe you can remember it then. There's a Darren Brown episode on that. You can check it out if you can find it. You just check out Darren Brown. Eventually you're gonna find it. I shouldn't fucking say that there's specific things that you need. Darren Brown is awesome, dude. I should summon him when I talk about him. Simple. Alright. Stats, boys. So I gave 5 points for a reference. It's not really that good. But, alright, let's keep going. I want to hear good arguments, though, not references. I probably shouldn't have given 5 points for a reference. It's not an argument, right? But it kind of is because, like, if you could just flip through a book, but then it's not. Like, what? It's not even a good reference. If you can just flip through a book and get quite a lot of value for doing that, why the fuck would you read it? It actually exposes another problem, which is fantastic. Back in the past, like, we used to educate ourselves with books, and science had a bunch of languages, basically, trying to, educate lawyers, as well as lawmakers or whatever. Business people have their own language. Obviously, math, chemistry, all kinds of branch of science have their own language. This is quite a messed up thing, I would say. Because, again, it could just suck you in and like, oh wow, you're learning something. You're learning a new language, an actually new language, at least. That's cool. Learning other languages is ass, alright? I understand, like, learning scientific language, and that's where science gets a W on that one. Because at least interesting, at least it's an actual language of some kind, and not just a weird way to say things that we already know how to say. You know, but we have to say them to weird people who don't know English. Took him 2 minutes. And 1 extra minute to go from here's some benefits into going into here's some benefits section, guys. Where is it? I don't care. So the first thing the dude says, it increases your vocabulary, boys. You know, I picked up a book that had like really weird words, like Irish or Scottish words, like really the slang words, like old school slang words as well. Oh, it would have increased my vocabulary. Do I give a fuck? But you know what else increases your vocabulary? Yes, the fact that videos also sometimes have captions. Or you don't fucking need a vocabulary. Why do you fucking need to expand your vocabulary anyways? Question that for a little bit. Alright. So I guess we starting to, you know, anger mode. Angry reaction mode activate. Alright. So, no, you don't need to expand your vocabulary. Through books, if you don't understand, okay? Because, when there's a word that you need, you can immediately Google about it and get all the information. It's just that simple, dude. Oh, wow, you condensed your goddamn video. So, it's actually fantastic, guys. 3 points, because that's how you fucking do it. That's why I hate videos a little bit, but this is why you put, you know, or condense your videos into memes at first. So no one knows really how to make videos. That's why they have to fucking watch my YouTube Rewind, you fucking assholes. It takes 10 hours for me to explain my rewind. It's just 20-minute thing. But it can trigger people into oblivion. Alright. But I will disrespect this comment. And I will listen to this guy. Alright.
That 69% of employers are
69, boys!
more likely to hire people with the ability to communicate effectively.
Yeah, I'm being mindfucked right now. Communicate effectively. Oh, wow. You don't need a big vocabulary for that, unfortunately. Have to have emotional intelligence to be able to connect to people, care what they know about, care about not having a big vocabulary, caring about saying things that other people understand quite well and quite fast. Where's the big vocabulary, guys? Where is it?
Nobody wants an employee who wouldn't have the right words to say at the right time.
Oh no, man. Also, it's not about reading, it's about practicing too. Holy shit. Alright. Very interesting. What about, being hired for being a good communicator. Oh no! What are we gonna
or
do?
who wouldn't have the right words
I
at
didn't
all.
read enough books!
New words can help combat diseases like Alzheimer's. Studies have shown that older people who read will maintain and even improve their ability to remember.
Alzheimer's is like a feeling, dude. It's like a terrifying feeling of just so much sand, so much things that you are holding on to the past, but they're just underneath so much sand that you just can't hold on to them. And that's probably what causes Alzheimer's, by the way. Which is a cool thing. Wow. Alright. Oh, wow. Alzheimer's is probably just, attachment to old but dead things. That's my explanation. Or a theory that has to be tested scientifically. No. A theory that has to be ignored and taken for granted. Take it. Alright? If you don't have a better explanation, take whatever the fuck I just told you guys. And live with that. Don't start fucking scientific research bullshit. Alright? Unless you have so much time on your hands, which you don't. You do not. Science is for nerds. Nerds have a lot of time. They don't masturbate probably either.
Your brain, just like a muscle, gets stronger and healthier the more you work it. Activities like playing chess and doing puzzles engage the mind the way reading does.
Playing puzzles, dude! The only puzzle I like to watch is porn. There's a special video where two girls are doing puzzles. You know. And then there's a dude who also likes, he just likes the girls. Just, god damn it, dude. God damn it. Puzzles and chess, am I right? It's in the same category of bullshit things. Except, there's a puzzle quest and there's a chess channel, so I can't really complain. Am I right? And there's a PewDiePie the Book channel. You know. Well known for his, ability to read books. Alright, define the word empathic. Okay, boy. Alright.
Research shows that those who read fiction novels that navigate the lives of characters will show a heightened ability to relate and understand the feeling.
Of course! Holy shit. Relate, boys. You will become more empathic. Please start reading about fictional or dead people. You're gonna be more empathic, guys! And we will put you to fucking prison immediately! Holy shit. You might just teleport to prison real fast with that empathy, dude. Oh, wow.
In relating to people.
And, you don't know the definition of prison, guys. Prison is where you're completely ignored no matter how much empathy you have. I have to work my ass off to prove that I have empathy and to recognize what even it is. And I have to work my ass off to understand it. I can't do it with books, dude. I have to do it with actually interacting with people, dude, and actually caring. It's gonna make you more empathic? No! You're just crawling in the corner and hoping that a book is cheese. The book is gonna, satisfy you. The book is gonna help you escape most of the time and not actually learn how to relate to other people whatsoever. What the fuck is this shit? Are you kidding me, dude? Did we clicked on 69? I'm not gonna give him that much love, okay? If I forgot, I forgot, dude. It's fantastic. I love this shit.
or read about wars and still feel it's okay to settle disputes using group.
This didn't age very well, didn't it? Oh, it didn't age very well. I'm sorry, dude. They took the opportunity, I believe. You know, pandemic starts midway, comes back again. Oh, we need books. All right, here's why you read books. Enjoy. Maybe you'll survive a pandemic that way. Oh, yeah. I'm sure reading books was the way for me to... Well, that's all I had. That's all I had to survive, to keep my mind busy. Were there any positive effects of that? No. I was just being bullied, tortured, and they will pay for it. All right? Which they are paying for me for it, so I'm pretty fucking happy. All right?
Gifted Hands by Ben Carson so much changed my life and thoughts back in high school that I really wouldn't know how I would have coped without it.
Yeah, back 20 million years ago. But yeah, like, back in the day, like, we still might feel sentimental about this. It might still be trendy thing here and there, but you must understand, it's over. Alright? That shit's over. That shit's on fire. I already made a video about it. That means it's game over, guys. It's a checkmate. It's a little bit too obvious, a little bit too on the nose, and you guys have to rewind back into zero and start fresh. You can start printing out books and redefining what book is based on PewDiePie's definition of a book, but you can't do it anymore in traditional memes. Also, I don't know how you're going to distribute that PewDiePie's version of a book, by the way. But good luck. All right, rewind and try again. The real question is stress bullshit. Probably not. So don't reduce your stress levels. Don't even give a fuck about your stress levels. If you want an escape, reading is not going to do it, okay? Just think about what you're stressed about. Express your emotions. You're going to be feeling so much better that way. Alright? Not bottled in and just sitting with a fucking book in your arms and hopefully that book cares about you. Oh yeah, dude. And if you want stress, then watch my videos. Alright? Because most people want stress. They don't want to be sitting there in boredom or scrolling through social media and not knowing what kind of people to relate to. Fantastic. Reading helps with depression. First of all, depression doesn't even exist unless there's a constant problem, like a water torture, just droplets coming down, and you're just not fixing the fucking leak. All right, there's something constantly bothering you. So, of course, it's just like becoming fat is a way to cope with depression. No problem, guys. By eating a lot of food or watching a lot of movies. I don't even really know what depression is besides, holy shit, I'm running out of money. What the fuck do I do? Oh, I want to kill myself. Is that a good definition of depression? Because I don't know what's better than that. Alright? Reading ain't gonna help you with that one. Because the best way to deal with depression, it helps with depression, but it doesn't actually solve it. The best way to deal with depression is actually watch Mr. Beast videos, because you might get paid for doing so. Alright? But overall, just learn how to earn money, okay? Or try to earn money. Or go into job interviews. Just try something. Or just beat up a homeless man. Or just ask a homeless man for money. You're probably going to get a lot more money from a homeless man than from actual people. So here's some choices you have, guys. No, the world is going to a shithole, but at least I can solve this one problem, guys, of people reading books. Jesus Christ, man. Actually, if you still like reading books, why don't you start donating kidneys too? Or just all kinds of organs. Why would you care?
As to why they can come out from every situation they're passing through. It lets you in on the ideas of others. Having just an opinion on a subject is detrimental to any kind.
It pisses me off because I like opinions, dude. What did you just say?
Of others. Having just an opinion on a subject.
Yeah, having just. Okay, maybe that works. Obviously, you need an opinion, though. But you need the opinion. You know, you need the opinion, though. You gotta have the opinion. Where you gonna get it? Now, it's from research. If something bothers you, you need to grab an opinion. Fast. Again, to capture ideas, just read the fucking PewDiePie book. You're gonna get triggered with a bunch of ideas. No problem, you're gonna have a lot of questions. Or just understand, why am I making these videos to begin with? Not for the audience. The audience does not exist to me. I'm doing it for myself. For self-expression, exploration. I'm having fun. I'm having a blast. I look at other people as insects and losers right now, in comparison, until they start doing something similar that I could relate to. Instead of reading books, man. Oh, I can definitely relate to that. I can't wait. I can't wait to recommend you a good book to read. Oh, wow. You're the best. Oh, wait, I said PewDiePie's book. Just watch my YouTube Rewind and try to understand how deep it actually goes. Because again, it takes me 10 hours to explain how crazy YouTube Rewind actually is. Alright. And then watch my explanation videos. That's it. That's my recommendation. No books, though. I'm still not convinced that books actually exist. Helps build discipline. What the fuck, man? The only time... Well, everything helps build discipline. Any set of good habits. But, unfortunately, if you build discipline in the wrong way, it's gonna be shit anyways. But that's cool. I guess I agree with that one. Alright. Just like, you know, having a pet helps you build discipline. Yeah, it's weird. Just caring of what you do helps you build discipline. Books automatically don't actually build you discipline. Because, like, books are just there for you to grab whenever you just are bored. So how are you going to build discipline? Also, where does that happen? There's no actual timestamps. This guy was reading too many books, dude. He doesn't know how to fucking use YouTube. Timestamps, please. When did he start talking about discipline? Here we go. Almost there, dude. Or, you need to punch this person in the face and ask this guy to have chapters in his goddamn video. Oh wait, he's busy fucking reading books right now. He just briefly mentions, it's not even a point that pops up, man. That's why it's weird. That's why I'm thrown off by the 7th point. Conversational skills. Oh, wow! Whoa! Because reading increases your... Whoa! Holy shit! I just watched the goddamn fucking video telling me exactly the same bullshit, and it's actually bullshit. But let's dive deeper. I love this. And your knowledge of how to correctly use new words. Reading helps you clearly articulate what you want to say. You know what else helps you clearly articulate what you want to say? Fucking emojis. Just fucking emojis. You can talk in emojis and you're probably gonna express yourself so much better with just emojis or like GIFs. Think for a second, dude. You're typing a comment under a YouTube video, dude. You must have some brain, right? The knowledge you gain from reading also gives you lots to talk about with others. You know what's gonna happen when someone talks about books? They're gonna get slapped in the face, and their life is gonna the game over screen is gonna flash through their eyes. Game over, dude. Holy shit, you talking about books in real life? Oh boy, you slappy slap. It's slappy time, boys. See? He expressed so many things with this one. Alright. The book was better, dude. Conversational skills, boys. Do you feel it, man? Do you feel the power of influence? Alright, we don't have much time left. So let's see what Jordan Dickerson... Oh, he's in H3H3 podcast right now.
I've got a question. One that I wanted to ask you.
Is like a portrait as opposed to a photograph. You know, a photograph, it's click, that's that. A portrait you layer on and layer on and layer on and work over on for weeks. You still have the same single image, but there's this depth to it. And a book enables
What?
you to think and then rethink and think and then rethink. And so you can go deeper in a book than you can, I would say, in any other medium.
Okay.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? The only thing you can go deep into is going balls deep. Alright? That's the medium. Alright? Yes. It's not a sexual reference. It's literally it. Alright? That's where you can go deep. Alright? And you're gonna start tripping balls. Alright? You're gonna lose your mind. If you truly care about that person. Alright? Sometimes even fucking receiving a message from a person you care about fucking gonna trip you balls. Alright? So, oh man, books, boys! Layers and layers. What, are you gonna find a Shrek?
Are exercising. And so all of a sudden with the podcast world, people have all this time that was used maybe listening to music, which is fine.
Oh, you can read, if you have the skill of reading, you can read faster than listening to a podcast. How much times faster? How much times faster? Also, yes, he understands. It occupies your goddamn hands. It occupies your eyes. You're completely vulnerable to the outside world while you're holding a fucking book. Alright? Andrew Tate would tell you, oh, this guy is gonna die soon. Alright? Alright, you can't touch grass by holding a book. Alright? Like in the middle of the book. Maybe, I don't know. You could still try to deceive other people. Alright? But if you don't have muscles, you're in danger, dude. I don't see people walking around with books in their hands. So it must be a very, very hidden skill that they're learning. And they cannot apply into the real world for some reason. Very interesting. Obviously, like, nobody likes watching videos while walking in the real world. So I don't know why I made this reference. The real point that I wanted to make is why did Peterson start with well, he does make a good point, I have to agree, but he didn't defend books in any way. He defended podcasts of like, oh, you can do other things while listening, you know. Yeah, explore that territory, boy. Obviously, like, finding what other things to do. Like, yeah, driving is a thing people do, and they can listen to stuff. Instead of, like, listening to radio, they can now research and find things to actually listen to that they care about. That's fantastic. We're not talking about books, though. We're talking about podcasts. And, on top of that, he's missing the most important part, alright, of those layers and layers, is the emotional depth, alright, that you can express. With just like pauses, giving people time to think, or just adding in emotional nonsense things in the middle. But then you kind of like want to improvise. You can't just like read a book for the audience. That's why I wouldn't really want to listen to audiobooks. Because, like, what's the point? You can do better than that either. Alright? No books. No books, guys. No books allowed. Not in my community. Not on my watch. Book readers was not a community of 33 communities that we found. Alright? Better luck next year. I'm sure you're gonna make it.
And
He's not explaining anything, okay? You need to watch specific videos. Changes your brain, boys. You want to change your brain? Or do you want benefits? 15 benefits. It actually has chapters, boys. So I'm done with, caring. Critical thinking, boys. Yeah, sure. Writing skills. Nope. Stress anxiety. Nope. Boost inspiration and motivation. Nope. 11. Just watch TikTok videos. You're gonna get brain damage, but you're gonna get inspiration and motivation. Improve conversation skills. Nope. Sleep better. No. Actually, these are probably automatically generated chapters, by the way. I would imagine. It has a lot of views, so. Increase your lifespan. Yeah, to the point where you find yourself getting tortured for reading books. I need you alive. I need you alive, guys. Burn them. So I could burn them, you know. I don't want you dead. Burn them with them books. You know, roast these people. Make them feel awful. But it's going to be so relieving to actually die, eventually. And it's not actually going to increase your lifespan, dude. Oh, yeah. It would be interesting, like, if smoking actually increased your lifespan, would a lot of people start smoking? It's kind of interesting, right? I'll just add this meme because it's so funny. No, I'll add a candy, dude. If people could increase their lifespan by smoking, would you do that? Isn't that crazy? It's pretty crazy to me. Learning from others. Oh, yeah. Becoming successful. Benefits of reading. Well, let's watch the whole thing. But that's the last thing I'm gonna watch. And we're gonna end this nonsense. Holy crap. If some people are still not convinced, well, you're free to fucking argue with me all day long. But the moment you run out of good arguments, we start burning. Burn them. Burn them losers, man. Activating dragon cards, whatever it takes, to make you feel even worse than after watching this video and still not conceding to this game. How did this happen?
Something you're proud of too.
You are like 5 people you surround yourself with. Alright, no problem, guys. No problem. I think I'll be just fine.
Needed to eventually bring them to success.
As I've said, and I don't have just one. I can't choose. I already made 3 videos about how I can't choose, but it justified itself because it turned into something else.
75% of self-made millionaires have even reported reading at least 2.
Burn them! Burn them, nerds! I don't care if you're a millionaire. You probably are a millionaire because you read books. And you're still a dumbass, I think. But, you know, I'm gonna be shouting from a homeless person garbage pit. It's like, you guys are losers and stupid. And give me money. No, of course I'm gonna scare the shit out of them. When I'll find your weaknesses, there's no escape! The dragon will be activated! $2 a month. I can't even read 1 book. I can barely read 1 book a month, dude. 3! I mean 2. At least! At least, dude. 75%? They're probably millionaires because they like bragging about shit and giving false promises or some bullshit like that. False image of themselves. They're probably just good liars or something. Jesus Christ, man. 75%, dude. A month? What the fuck? How do you find time to read books, you fucking idiots? But, granted, back in the day, that was a thing, and these millionaires are probably now old and still stuck with their bookie things, or whatever. So, it's fine. I can understand that part. Holy shit. So I'm just gonna ignore this as like an evil thing or like a lie. It's like, no, it's probably a cool habit to have back in the day. But now you can't compete. Alright, and these millionaires gonna get squashed. Easy, dude.
True benefit of reading is that you can pick and choose who you want to add to your inner group of influence that will eventually affect who you become as a person.
Yeah, again, back in the day, it was like the most powerful thing to be able to pick and choose and collect truly powerful Pokemon. By the way, I respect this video. It's 6 years old. And it's the best one. It's the best one by far. By my years. Like, what are we even talking about, dude? I'll give it a like. I'll give it a subscribe. I need more pills, dude. Oh, I got a... Legit footage means, yeah, I understand. Not heavily edited. Yeah, alright, dude. Alright.
Steps that may come across.
What?
Success. So challenge yourself to read. My personal New Year's resolution this year is to read at least one book a week.
No, don't tell me about New Year's resolutions. Tell me how many books you read. One book a week? That sounds like torture. That sounds like, do you have any time for anything else, dude? And the question is, why do you need to read so much? Oh my god, what an awesome resolution, boys. Why did you add this into your pill, dude? I need an explanation for this one. Obviously, these are just pill videos, so like, you just take them and spit them out. Or start vomiting. Or hallucinating, dude. There's no actual explanations. After every single pill video, there has to be a fucking detox video. Oh, spend some time because you'll need to detox from all the, side effects of a pill. Wait, is this still active? It has to be, right? You can't get any subscribers if you're not active. Shit, it's not. It's just like once a month now. Nice New Year's resolution you have there, boy. Let's see how many, was it like the end of the year? End of the year, right? Oh, start of the year. 2016. There's no way to select 2016, we just have to scroll down and down and down. Down to 6 years. It should be quite simple. I don't think anything stands out of like... These videos are highly, let's say, detailed or edited. Oh, 5 years do stand out. Holy shit. Alright, let's see your resolution, dude. So it worked. 5 years. While he was reading, potentially. 6 years is pretty low, but 5 years is 55 videos. 4 years, 29 videos. 3 years, 25 videos. It keeps going down. 2 years actually increased. 1 year, 24. And now recently is just 10. Alright. 10. Just... That's the real pill you have to take. Alright. Figure this mystery out. No fap tip. Ah. Interesting. Let's watch it. Because it's one of my most influential videos. No Fabcore next. Oh, it doesn't exist. I don't know why. Why does it not exist? Was it super disliked or something? No, it's here. 240 views. But I split NoFap. But if I put it together, it's there. Come on, Google. Are you that stupid? So, one of the most watched videos. Alright.
Does that mean that you've lost all the gains?
This is awesome, dude. This is really awesome, even though it's going the wrong direction of actually giving you NoFap strategies. Because what the fuck are the benefits, dude? Why the fuck should I care about this shit? Yeah. The introduction is so good, I don't even want to watch it. It's just like, there's so many channels like this, and you choose to read books. Get a life, dude. We're never gonna talk up. Here's what I have to say. Alright. You like reading books? Bye.